Recording has been resumed.
Good morning. Today our fourth session, and we have done the activity for the question answer for the testing our understanding that we learned in the previous session, the three sessions. So here we already have the result of the assessment that today participant attempted. So here we're gonna see the these questions and what are the response we receive from the participants. So the first question is coming. How many type of financial statements? So this is, I think, the last session we also covered the same. So here is the 5 types. So we discussed 2 types, 5 type 3%, 2 types, then 4 type 5 participant. So still, if we seen after learning this, still this answer to this question is not correct. So what was the how many types that was seen in the last session even? So let's quickly refresh that type of the financial statement. I'm not sure the participant was not focusing on that. This is the very important, even if we are from the accounting background or from the non-accounting backgrounds. So we are covering at the level, so both participants from both background can understand easily. If they are participant from the ACCA CA background, so they already known about that, but still the answer of this question is not correct. So here I'm gonna share the same file again. So this is the topic that we covered, where we said the 5 financial statement, in which we in detail we covered which are the 5 financial statements along with the details also. So here we said income statement, then we said balance sheet, then we said cash flow, then we said equity, notes to accounts. And one more other we also mentioned that so other comprehensive income. So normally is a 6 as a standard is a 6 statement, but practically mostly in the financial statement, the income statement and this the other comprehensive income is added together in one sheet. Actually is a 6, but they are merging together is normally we seen only the 5. Even we did not notice this, the is 2. They are writing the income statement for comprehensive income, other comprehensive income, the word in the same line. So any, let me see if any both quizzes certificate is not. That's fine if both are done. So we can, you will receive the certificate. Then don't worry about that. We have the database on that. We'll send you by email. That email that you added over there, you will receive over there. If you not added the email, then unfortunately you're not able to get that. Okay. Here we are discussing the financial statement. The financial statement. Let me add the another slide. So I'm just. So normally audited financial statement, we use the word audited financial statement. So this is the in this way, but we can write in the full also audited financial statement. Why we are saying? Because if we do not familiar with this term, so how we gonna file the corporate tax return? Which means from where we have to take on the data. So the income statement, there is a different name. We may be familiar with that income statement. Or we can say the profit loss, other common name we are familiar, profit and loss. Then plus other comprehensive income statement. This is also important because in return they have particular field that belongs to this. If we do not know the concept of other comprehensive income, so we are unable to respond to the city return filing. Guys, please focus over here now. The question, thank you very much. So now we already seen the response. So we are understanding because so far the answer majority is not given back correct. So that's why I'm just explaining again the audited financial statement. And other requests when we are focusing on specific topics, so please be present and focus over there. And mostly I seen the response coming late, or they are focusing another area, they're raising the question from another area. So eventually you will not understand the topic that we are discussing over here, and what you are raising that also not will be able to cover. So particularly when we join any training activity or any class activity or any group of activity, focus on the topic that trying to share with the community. So the first question, we are saying the audited finance type of the audited financial statement. Type of audited financial statement or financial statement, we can say the financial statement. Audit, we can say the additional word financial statement. So first point we're saying income statement, profit and loss and other comprehensive income. Mostly commonly is one, but actually particularly is two. That's why I add the word over here. So now the next is, we know the word balance sheet. Balance sheet, because if we're not familiar with this, so it's challenging to cover the return filing from the financial statement. Then the cash flow. So we know about the third statement is a cash flow statement. So this is the second, this is the third. So now the fourth, then fifth. Statement of change in equity. Statement of change in equity. Then notes to accounts. Notes to accounts. Because normally we seen the balance sheet and the income statement, we said, okay, it's colors. So no, this all statement, all notes, part of the statement of financial position. So this was our first question that your response was not satisfactory. So we attempt to cover again. So now we're gonna go back to the same quiz again. See, how much this area, almost 50 participants, the 5 participants given the wrong answer stand alone by saying the 4 types. Here this color represent the 2 types. Okay, again another 20%. So here only the 3 participants given the correct answer. So I'm looking forward to get the correct answer moving forward all this session. But that eventually will happen if you focus and on the current topic instead of just focusing on the random matters. So now this question is, most of the participant has given the correct answer. Only one color. Okay, only one color. So 10 out of 10 true. Small and SME will have the option to follow either full IFRS and the IFRS for SME. Good. Okay, so the next business with revenue up to 3 million with either follow full IFRS and okay, now just little 3 million point is added over here, and the I think only the 10%, one participant given the wrong answer. Okay, this wrong answer is not because is not you don't know. Is because of that you didn't focus in the session. During the learning session, you did not focus. So even you're not reading all the laws or all the regulation, at least if you focus 70 to 80%, your knowledge, your understanding, your skill will be enhanced. I'm giving you by mentioning very with clarity or with responsibility. If you focus on this training session, 70-80% the corporates you will have in your mind. Even you're not going back and reading the tax laws proper 100%. So it will enhance your skills, enhance your career also. Because these all the training slides that we prepared, we taken the extract, the key points of the each regulation. I'm not saying you should not read. I'm saying at least if you focus on this is also 80% is more than enough if you don't have the time or you're struggling with the other matters. Okay, so now the next question is the property, plant and equipment. So here the most have given the correct answer. So IS 16 is dealing with that. Then which IFRS dealing with the inventory? So most of them they given the correct answer. IS 2. So then the next question, IS 40 is dealing with investment property, which can include asset other than the liabilities. Okay, so here almost I think 30%, 3 people given the correct answer out of the 9 people. So the IS 40, okay, maybe all familiar participant not from the professional certification background. So, but still, you can understand quickly or focus on the few methods. So this will be the common method that coming in the return. Why is relevant? Because investment property have the treatment, particularly in the corporate tax return. That's why we are highlighting over there. Even you're not familiar in detail with the IFRS, but if you just take the overview, that also is enough. Why? Because as a tax person, you have to prepare the corporate tax return. The IFRS person have to prepare the financial statement. There is a two fundamental difference that we particularly maybe not focusing and understanding. So we are saying auditor is done the financial statement, or saying the auditor will file the corporate tax return. Not always the case, because auditor job is finished when he prepared the financial statement as per applicable IFRS. Now the tax consultant or tax accountant, it come in the picture, and who is taking forward from the financial statement and proceeding with the corporate tax return filing. So even some factor is already available, or information is available in audited financial statement, some is not available. So he go back to the internal books of account and extract the picture from there. But relying blindly on the audited financial statement and filing the return, this will not always give you the correct return. Complied return, we cannot get the complied return filing from audited financial statement in always. We make say the most of the cases, but not 100%, because depend each business activity, each business financial preparation. Even nowadays in the market, the many people are just taking the printed audited financial statement. If they have the one template and putting the figures and printing, stamping and giving to them, regardless what is the financial figures or the facts and figure in their books. So they come up and they say, okay, we have the audited financial statement, so now we need the return filing. So I'm trying to explain to them, highlight to them, share the awareness to them. This is not correct. Audited financial statement is not 100% is the document where you can rely and file the return. Maybe many information, the auditor is not liable to focus on the corporate tax return. He's just adding the provision, like the bad debt provision, slow moving inventory provision, as per the IFRS guideline. So, but same way, he's also adding the provision. So he might be not in done the proper analysis how much the corporate tax return, because the provision can be more or less. How many type of revenue? Now, again, the one type of mistake is a revenue. So two type of revenue commonly we are familiar, the SIGA activity and the other income. So commonly we know it categorized under two activities. So the next is the investment property. Which of the following? So this is the again the question why we added because we have to file the corporate tax return, and this is one of the area in the return is coming. Okay, the investment property may be a few, only one or two people is given, one person given the correct answer. So other people just took the land building held for rental and capital appreciation. Okay, so now the next we can see. Okay, this is the one of the detailed question, scenario-based question that we try to cover. So here also the how many people given the answer? 4 people choose this. And I think 1 person here, 2 people here, 1 person here. Okay. So this question that you getting over here, these are also taken from particularly for activity exercise that will enhance your understanding for application of the knowledge. Talabat, okay. Talaba, okay, again, how much the answer over here? People on the sea. Revenue model in accounting equal to fair value in accounting. Okay, the majority given the true answer over here. Below the, okay, IS1 statement of financial. Okay, here if you particularly focus, which standard is dealing with that? IS1. Statement of profit and loss, another comprehensive income. If you go back and see your audited financial statement of the organization where you are working or of one of your client, so it will be written in this way. But we are familiar profit and loss. No, this is the additional word is written that have the meaning, it have the application. Okay, so now let's go back to our current scenario where we said we will start with the return filing. Stop sharing. So let's go there. So please confirm you guys download the Excel file that I shared today, the return filing. Okay. There was the one participant, Hasnan. Are you volunteer yourself to take the participation for the return filing? Hasnan, would you please confirm? Would you please volunteer yourself? Any other participant who wish to volunteer? Why I'm requesting the Hasnan, because he was there during the last batch also, so he knows the activity that we're going to discuss today.
Recording has been resumed.
So we are discussing the corporate tax return filing, and one of that figure that we need the corporate tax filing purpose, revenue threshold, and we have the Titalat for audited financial statement. From there, we're gonna pick the figures and we calculate the revenue threshold. So I appreciate all the participants to work on that and share with me the revenue threshold. So now here, Abdullah said 18.6 and Hasnan said 72.8. And let's see other participant also. I'm gonna share the same screen on my screen also this. We are looking for the revenue figure for the year of December 2025. So far only two participants responded on that. So far only two participants responded on that. So first, confirm with me you are on the right page. You are looking the same page that currently on the screen. You are looking on the same financial statement. Okay, some participant responding on the WhatsApp and some responding on the here on the quiz. So I appreciate all the participants for the time being. Keep on this Zoom meeting chat. Keep sharing your remarks over here because same time we're gonna discuss that also. I appreciate the participant who already sent the reply on the WhatsApp. Please reply over here also in the meeting. Okay, Sami is 72.8. Abdullah is there. Hasnan is there. See, the reading of the financial information from the financial statement is also important. So still, this is a part of the our basic fundamental understanding. Moving forward, it will help us to learn how to file the return. Because return filing come after when before we have the fundamental understanding from where we have to get the data and what are the basic terms. Okay. Let's see the. I'm gonna. So the first thing is coming the revenue 7.28 million. Okay, but for the revenue threshold purpose, that figure I'm asking, I said we have to calculate the total revenue is the revenue plus other income or the gross income, whatever the figure we have to include into that. Because this is the audited financial statement, they will take only the revenue as per IFRS. But the corporate tax return is saying include all the revenue. Corporate tax return is saying include all the revenue. So let me highlight over here where we are discussing. So this is what we are discussing. So this is the revenue from where the audited financial statement. But in city return, which other figure will be relevant for us? So let's see down. Let's see down. Is there any other figure? Here so far is saying profit for the year 16. This is the another profit. We're not looking for profit. We're not looking for the profit. And on the other part, we are focusing here. What is this? This is also important for the statement of profit and loss. Statement of profit and loss. Okay, so IC Salat have these six part of the financial statement. So this is the statement of profit and loss. And what is this? Statement of comprehensive income. This is what we are saying, statement of comprehensive income. This is the second part. So here we have the other income, other comprehensive income. So here, okay, this is a very classic example. Why it is classic example? He covered all the elements that we needed for the practical understanding of the corporate tax return filing. Item that will not be reclassified to profit and loss. Okay. So there is a certain item is reported over here and it will not go to the profit and loss. It will be go directly as a balance sheet item or the other items. Remeasurement of defined benefits, gain and loss on financial asset. Okay, the item that may be reclassified subsequently profit and loss. Okay, so now let's go down. These are all the incomes that they got from that. So now if we say the comprehensive income, total other comprehensive income, how much? This is our total comprehensive income, or this is the total comprehensive income. So what we're gonna do that, this figure we will add over there. Although this is the again net figures. Why? Because income and loss, what they are talking about the revenue. Okay, the revenue means the other income also will be part of the revenue when we're gonna test the revenue threshold. Because this income is not shown in our calculation. So 2.4 million plus 2.4 million plus 72. So it will be 74.8 something. So now you can calculate how much will be the figure and share with us. So I appreciate your quick reply. What is the revenue now? I appreciate your quick reply in the meeting chat. What is the total revenue? Please share here in the meeting only. I'm writing additional word threshold. That is not written over there, but I'm just for clarifying why we are calculating this revenue calculation, because this is revenue threshold testing. Okay, so here you hope added 72.8 plus the 2 point something, Manan. So please write the figure in the Excel templates. Because this field is not available, you can make one additional field at top and right over there. And beside that, just add the breakup like 72 point this plus 2 million of this. So by adding the name also as a comment, this will for easy understanding and the reference how the figures are coming. The Excel file given to you, you can add your comment also. Why? Because if later on you wish to recalculate or refresh the concept, you will understand how the figure are coming. So far, only Abdul Manan is replied. I'm currently focusing over here on the training question answer. So I appreciate if you share the figure over here. And I appreciate most of the participant names are already there. So I have different figure in our financial statement. Muhammad Abdullah, Hafiz Muhammad Abdullah is saying I have different figure. See, then you might have not the same audited financial statement. So focus over here and see the statement we shared. This is the same statement that you have. You are carrying as a different. So eventually, it's the same discussion we are highlighting. Focus exactly the same document you downloaded, or you are downloaded another figure statement. So I appreciate the other participant if he can reshare the link or the download file link, so he can take the same financial also. So this is the financial statement. We highlighted already the figure we taken, and from where we taken, we took that both figures. Okay, this is the consolidated financial statement. So we took the 2.8, and then we taken the 72 million. Okay, so now the next we're gonna see that what is the next in the city return. What is the next in the city return? Okay, so this figure we already have it. So now what is the next return? Operating revenue. If we focus over here, the word is operating revenue is used. Earlier is used the revenue. Here is saying the operating revenue. So when they say operating revenue, SIGA, core income generating activity. These comments or these points will be helpful. You can keep note down in your template. I will not share this template again because I'm sharing the same understanding that you are writing in your Excel template. That will be your working. So if you're expecting the same file will come to you or you will not take the participation, it will not useful. So this file will not be shared with you. We already added the figure, and here we can add our remarks, our comments, whatever, how the figure is come up. Now we are seeing the operating revenue. Operating revenue come from where? This is our next figure. So hope you've already filled this figure. So please share this figure. Please share the operating figure, operating revenue. I'm waiting here in the question answer chat if anybody can respond. I'm waiting here, guys. Quickly reply over here. The figure. Guys, quickly reply in the meeting chat question answer. I did not see any response so far in the meeting. I'm waiting for the response over here in the meeting. I'm not sure, so everything is working fine. I've seen some of the participants reply in the WhatsApp group, but same I'm requesting, please reply in the chat. If you're facing any difficulty, please let me know. Okay, so here's replied by Hasnan. Okay, this is our revenue, that what we said it will be. The operating revenue, 72. So now this revenue, how it come up? So this is in next level we will understand, but I'm just give you the, again we have to see the revenue note number 6. As we mentioned, the notes to accounts is also part of the financial statement. So now notes number 6 point B, just go to the same node and see what is the breakup of the revenue. Why is that? In the FTA return, they are asking the activities, how many activity that you are performing, and what is the breakup of the revenue from each activity. So this particularly like 30%, 40%, whatever they are asking for the breakup of the revenue. So now if you go to the note number 6 point B, so let's see what is the breakup of that. This is the basic what we are reading how. So here we are looking or understanding the basic framework, fundamental framework. Here, this is note number 5. So this is note number 6. Then mention the note number B. Right? So this is the note number B. Guys, hope you are with me and you focusing on the same point what I'm highlighting. This is the revenue node number B from how this 72 million is came. So can anybody let me know how the 72 million is came? What are the revenue streams? Okay, here they given the breakup of that because this is the consolidated where the group of companies are there. One company is this, one company is this, one is this, one is this, and this is the other. So this all will become the revenue of 72 million. So same way in each financial statement, if entity operating more than one activity, the breakup of that will be included as per IFRS guideline. That is called segment reporting. That is called segment reporting, and the I believe the IS 8 is dealing with this segment reporting. So even our audited financial statement in most of the cases is not compliant with IFRS. Corporatex lies saying IFRS compliant financial statement. Even our financial statement is not compliant with IFRS. How this revenue breakup is looking by FTA is already given by the IFRS guideline. What is the guideline? So the segment reporting have to be there. If the entity operating more than one business activity, so split of that activity should be reported in the financial statement. Anyhow, so currently, if you are getting the audited financial statement from printing press, I'm using the word of printing press. Why? Because you are giving the money and they're just giving the printing press. Why the printing press? Because they are not doing the proper activity as per IFRS guideline. So I'm not discouraging. I'm not saying somebody doing wrong thing. But what I'm trying to highlight, try to aware, we have to focus how our financial statement are prepared. So just imagine if the person is getting the basic amount, okay? So how can he fulfill his job properly? How he can fulfill his how we expect the chartered accountant is getting only a couple of hundred only and issuing the report. So think critically, analytically is not possible. If chartered accountant, he knows his work, so he getting the remunerated maybe 30,000, 40,000 per month. So it's not possible he can give you the audit report on some couple of hundreds. So just think analytically, think positively, think professionally, and realize the figures are, even being a tax accountant, on which figure you will rely. If the audit done by some accredited auditor, then your compliance risk will be lower. Why? Because they prepared the financial statement as per IFRS. Then you can apply directly as the tax regulation. If the financial statement is not compliant with IFRS and you are applying the corporate tax guideline, your result will not be the complied. Your result will not be, you cannot file the correct return until unless you have to dive deep down and pull the figure yourself. Hope you understand this point. So here the point was discussing the revenue, from where the revenue coming and why the revenue breakup is there, and how many activity of the revenue will be included and why is included, and from where the revenue figures are coming up. Okay, so now what is our next point? So expenditure incurred in operating revenue. So this is our next point, expenditure incurred in. So direct costs, so expenditure incurred in operating revenue. So what is that? So I appreciate, look forward the figure and add over here. You have the financial statement, look forward, look into that and get this figure. Appreciate your response on that. Hasnan, would you please join again? Because I was trying to do something now. It's not shown the full screen. Connecting, maybe this is. Okay, is already there. So now our next point is the operating revenue or operating expenditure. So let's see the operating expenditure. So go back to the profit and loss and see, this is the Big Four audit report, EY, that we are looking into that in case you have during practical exercise need some support. So same you can take for your understanding as a reference. If anybody comment on that, so you can argue with them, okay, this is the Big Four. So they are presenting the figure in this way. They're giving the breakup of the revenue, 1, 2, 3. So even you are not familiar 100% with the IFRS, but you have already one reference, show to them. Okay, so here they mention the operating expenses, impairment, loss on trade and receivable contracts. So these are all important, but currently we need only one figure. So which figure we will take? Of course, all the figures have the impact in our return calculation. Another question will come up normally. Our audited financial statement figure and the corporate tax return, all fields are not same. Everybody reporting in different way. Yes, we agree it is not coming in the same way. So, but we have to put the figure more appropriately linked by close figures, our relevant figure. Of course, these are the financial statement. The profit will be shown the same as shown in the profit and loss. Eventually, later on, adjustment will be there. So what is the figure? If anybody confirm and reply, which figure we're going to take over here? Yes, this is the one of the point is saying maybe our GP will match and maybe not match. Okay, maybe our GP is why? Because the how the FTA is saying in their own format to put the information by at the end of this, your profit figure will match before tax. Profit before tax will match, but here figure may change. May change. Okay, why? Because somebody is shown under operating expenses and overhead shown down and somebody shown up. So same is the case if you seen here. If you see here, is given in the same fashion. So this is the operating expenses they mentioned. So we will take 72 minus operating expenses. It will be our gross profit, what we are looking for. Okay. So now the below will be, we can say the overhead for the our easy understanding. Again, they did not give the breakup over here, but we have to go to the note number 7 and let's see what is the under the note number 7. That is also important because commonly what we seen, they are adding the different way, direct expenses, then gross profit, then the other expenses where the overhead and salaries, wages, depreciation is shown. That is not the case over here. So let's go to the notes number 7. So it will be, I think, 44 or 45 page number. So here I can write the 44. From here, if we look into that, they mention the direct costs, staff costs, depreciation, regulatory expenses. So which means they added other expenses over here also. So I appreciate if anyone can split this. So which figure will gonna take over there? The word is use expenditure incurred in driving the operating revenue. So I appreciate if you reply in the chat, question answer in the meeting. So please let me know which figure we're gonna take from here. So this is a figure what we're gonna take this, because we know the depreciation is there, staff cost is there. Now the staff cost, they did not, specify direct or indirect. So they're given only one figure, because here the challenges may come. Why? Because we are looking only the consolidated. Okay. So anyhow, but the same figures are remain there. What we gonna treat that? So this figure standalone, we needed that. So let's take this figure, because this will be the practical use case, that routine we are looking into the financial. So the direct cost is 22.7 million, but here the note is mentioned this point also. This is also relevant for us. Why? Because this is the, if it's not done by the big four, or is not done by the reasonable auditing firm, they did not mention this note. Why? Because they don't bother. They don't bother. They will just give you one figure and khalas. Even this breakup might be not there. You will see only one direct cost of sale and khalas, there is no notes to accounts. Notes to accounts is coming where additional information or disclosure to be shown to the shareholders or stakeholders. So here, this figure is shown as, okay, social contribution made during the year is included here. So now we have to note down this point, how much the social contribution is included over here. We have to, we need that figure. Why we need the figure? We will come down and see why we need the figure. So what is the breakup of this social contribution? Anybody can let me know what is the amount of the social breakup, social contribution? I highlighted one figure, then I asked the second figure. Now I'm looking for this third figure. So what is the breakup of that? So how much the figure we're going to take over there? And because the contribution to social contribution, that we have another specific field we have to add over there. Please quickly work on that and take the figure. I appreciate if you share here the figure would be added over there. Okay, can you 22 this plus this, what is the total amount of this? Below the disclosure is given so if we sum up, both will come the same figure. I appreciate if you quickly reply on that. Okay, I believe the app maybe most of the participants facing some challenges with that. So just keep in mind from next session, who will be on Zoom. Is there? I appreciate your quick reply over here regarding this trend. So as we mentioned the figures, okay, so let's take this, keep the same figure, 22,759,000, because the below breakup is already given. So because here they made the ICT fund contribution. So this is called the social contribution. Now we have to understand what is the ICT contribution. Okay, but when he mentioned the social contribution, so which means we have to understand whether they made the social contribution to the approved scheme or non-approved scheme. If it's approved scheme, it will be deductible. If non-approved, it's non-deductible. So let's take this figure, and now let me go back to the yeah. But I'm not receiving active response from the participant. I'm not sure what's the problem over here. So guys, quickly reply, did you got this figure? So we covered this figure. So I believe you can write, but here you can write the breakup like this plus this. Why? Because they give only 1% contribution to social contribution. So we need the social contribution. Then we will later on see whether it's approved scheme or non-approved scheme. So we will understand on that. So the social contribution and donation, we have to understand both are same or different. Because here particularly the return is saying the donation. Particularly return is saying the word donation. So contribution and donation is a little different, but anyhow, we will understand later on. So as of now, we need to keep the figure in our mind. So now the below is given the salaries and wages. So salaries and wages, from where we'll take the salaries and wages? From where we're going to take the salaries and wages? So we will go back to the financial statement. We'll go back to the financial statement. And on the same note, given the salaries and wages, that is called the staff cost. So if you just right. So this is this staff cost. So guys, now which figure we're gonna take over here? Okay, so here the figure already there. So we've taken that figure, and how about the next? So next we're gonna see in the returns which figure is needed. So in return, which other figure we're gonna take from here? I believe some issue is there with the Zoho team. So next session will be from the Zoom, please. We will go back to the Zoom. We covered this figure, now the depreciation and amortization. So please check the depreciation and amortization, calculate, add over there. So depreciation and amortization. See, this activity, what we are doing, you can do with your own company data also. Now do with Etisalat, and later on, when you will be in your office or with your client, so you can do this exercise with their data also, because as long as you do the practice, you will understand this. Because here the data is more big, more comprehensive, more complex. But when you get how to read this data, how to extract the data, it will be more easy when you go with the your own company where you're working and with your own client where you are having the data available with you. So next figure here we discuss what we need, salaries depreciation. From where we're going to take the depreciation? Just below the staff cost, they already given the depreciation. See, here we have multiple field. All the field we cannot plot in the corporate tax return. So whatever they are asking or requiring, we will add over there, and then the balancing figure will be pop up. So I appreciate if you quickly reply when Zishan is said 10.6. So depreciation from where he took the 10 point. So Zishan, can you give how you calculate the 10.6? Because you may have the multiple figures. The Abdullah is mentioned already, 7.2 and 3.4. And if you mention, okay, the 7.2 is the salaries staff cost, same like 3.4. By adding this information, it will be more easy for the other participant also to understand. So we're gonna go and see from where the figure is coming, 3.4. The other figure is taken. So if we come back on the okay, so here the depreciation, is there mentioned any other point? Impairment losses, no. Operating expenses, the same, note number 7. Note number 7. So how we calculated the depreciation, because here is shown only this 7.2. So from where we taken the other figures? Depreciation and amortization. Amortization, this is what I'm looking for. Where is the amortization part? Where is the depreciation? Yeah, this is the amortization. Why we take the amortization? They are asking for depreciation. We are adding the amortization also. Why is that? Why we are taking the amortization also into the figures? So the return, this exercise that what we are doing, this is not normally part of any course that currently taken in the market or given by the market. Even during that, we also taken from one of the renowned institutes. So this is not part of their training. So why we're taking the depreciation and amortization, as long as the in return is asked only for the okay. Let's move to the next figure. So for amortization is also tangible and intangible. Tangible is depreciation, intangible is amortization, like software, they are intangible. Okay, now fines and penalties. You have to see the fines and penalties is there. Please look into that. Fines and penalties are there. So next figure, hope you taken that next figure, that is the fines and penalties. Hope you searched that fines and penalties. Anybody found the figures? So if we can look into that regulatory expenses, here is mentioned the note number 1. They did not mention any fines and penalty. This. Okay, we can go income and finance. See, this is the segment reporting. Also, if you look here, segment result. This is what we are seeing. They already included the segment reporting also. Okay, each segment, each reporting is there. This is the as per IFRS. So in routine, the audited financial statement, what we've seen, nobody care about that. But as FTA written guideline also following the same. Even the amount of the tax, maybe you paid the same, but then administrative penalty will remain applicable. Okay, well, apparently we did not see any figures. So this is the point where we are saying, okay, even in financial statement, something, maybe all the information is not shown. Then dive one level down and go to the accounting team and ask this particular question. Do you have fines and penalties paid? Maybe it's categorized under one of the head. So we have to ask their statement, self-declaration in this regard also. So let's see the next point. Let's see the next point. Final penalty we see in donation. Did you look into that? Donation figure is there. Line entertainment is there. Other expenses is there. So look into that. These figures are there. From here, not shown any apparently. So what we have to do, we have to check all these notes one by one if something is there. But apparently such figures are not there. Mostly note number 7, such figure will be expected to be shown. So we can look here, any relevant figures are there or no. We can fill the figure taken from here to in the return. Any difficulty, any challenge so far? Any difficulty, any challenge so far? See, now we already covered most of the profit and loss figures, but there is two or 3 points are there. If it's available, well and good. If it's not available, so all the balancing amount, what we have to do, we have to include this is the balancing figure. This is the balancing figure. Whatever FTS particularly is requiring, if we can add there, well and good. Otherwise, all the balance expenses will be here. We can look into that dividend received, non-operating expenses like the interest income, expenditure, disposal. These figures are there. Okay. Exchange gain losses. So up to here, I expect you guys continue and complete. Why? Because now we already learned how to extract the figure and how to punch the figure in the return. Today I'm stopping the early because I'm giving you this task. You have to work on that and put the figures. In next session, we will continue from there onward. But once you complete this and share in the same group also, because even you did right and wrong doesn't matter. Our purpose is to continue the activity because other members are already doing. So they're gonna share their figure fill template also. You will share your template also. Of course, through that you also review your how the figures are reported. So which means same time you will have the response from the 10 plus peoples working on the same. If we get directly the answer, maybe your learning will not be there. But if you go through your hand, you will have the hands-on experience. Before closing today's session, I'm looking for any question answer from any participants. And the next session, we will start from the Zoom. I'm not sure, no response so far. Guys, we are stopping our activity here. So we'll resume our activity coming Thursday, 7 p.m. And I appreciate all the participants will be on time.